first and foremost, we are a private Christian university, and our Christian heritage fits right in line with what we need today in business, which is character, values, ethics. We go to our rule book, which is the Bible, and it shows us the teachings of Christ through the prophets and disciples. We teach that. So it's a really important part of business. People have a lack of trust overall in society today. They don't trust their ballots. They don't trust business people. They don't trust the law. And what they're looking for is certainty. And we don't have a lot of that in the economy right now. If you're out there looking for work, you could probably find a job, may not be a career. And that's the problem. People are getting into a job, and it's not something that they want to stay with. So what they're looking for is an opportunity, especially business students or anybody really. It's a Master's of Business Administration, MBA, with an emphasis in leadership. And that those leadership skills transfer from one type of business to another. So people will generally get their first job or have a good career beginning. But they reach a plateau. They don't have the suitcase skills, what I call them, to have finance and information systems, analytics, HR, the law, regulatory environment, how to raise funds, entrepreneurialism. They lack a lot of those skill sets. And one of the classes we teach, for example, is real-world economics. My doctorate is in the Chinese currency and financial economics, and it's an area of great concern for people. What do I do when we have raising interest rates, high inflation, employment issues, all the bread and butter, kitchen table type topics that people have to adjust to when they go to buy groceries, or they go to a restaurant and the outrageous bill they have to pay because everything's gone up so much. It's a big concern. So it's learning how to take that and use it in a business environment so you can sustain your company, whether it's a church, a nonprofit, profitable business. These are executive level skills. Leadership, in my view, is what we sorely lack. Good leadership. And it's a lot of people feel that there is no future. They have a lot of concerns because the uncertainty is so high. And in the positions that I hold here at the university and elsewhere, it's the biggest concern I hear people say, is it too late? Can we turn it around? And companies are in that same boat. They're wondering, how can we have leadership that's going to look to the future? And one of the courses in our program is on strategic policy. How do we create a strategy to where our business model will fit in with higher interest rates, to where we have to change the capital mixture, to how are we going to fund our business and keep it to where it will survive? The leadership is everything. It's just like with our economy. It's the same thing that's happening in our community, in our state, our federal government. Policies can be horrifyingly bad, even though they have the best intentions. You need people that have foresight and the ability to say, hey, look, something's not working here. Let's be bold. Let's make corrections. Let's make good decisions. We have high crime, and my specialty, I've lived in Asia, China, and in Laos, and worked with their government. My students were the senior staff of the Lao government and in China. So I know socialism and communism well. In America, we're the land of opportunity, and we have a democracy for a reason. And it's great to have the arena of ideas, the competition of ideas, so that we can select the people that come up with the best idea and the best strategy of how to move forward. A lot of what we do in the MBA program is position people so that they know how to be a liaison between government and the company, of how to go out into the public and build trust in the leadership that they're providing. What will happen is they will become a well-rounded professional, an executive level leader, right? An executive level manager. What they learn is from professionals that are like myself, that have had and held real life experience jobs, and not just theory. That's the beauty of an MBA, is it's applied. And what they're going to learn to do are things that where they're going to be able to go into a company and spot errors, spot problems, opportunities, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's very simple to do, In terms of writing it on a piece of paper, it's very difficult to do unless you have the knowledge and experience and know how to do it. A good manager, a good leader will walk into an organization and spot things. And normally you won't know exactly what the problem is, but you know there's a problem. You won't know what the opportunity is, but you see something. And that's the kind of person you want, is they can spot something and know that it needs further research. And that's what they'll come out. They'll have that expertise. Integrity is something that's a very powerful part of being a business leader. And what that means is when you make a commitment, you follow through. That's what people want. They want to know that I can trust you. I've been in business myself in many areas, and the people that we teach here, many of them are skilled leaders already. They come back to university. They're looking for that next level. You build trust, and your customers are willing to pay more because they know that you have that credibility behind you. When you give your word, you follow through.